Live from the Scripps Studios, this is 10 News.
I want to make sure that there's no more young men or women that feel hopeless to the fact where they feel that they can't go on any longer because somebody has taken away their sunshine.
A Serra High School senior ending his life, and 1 year later, his family is holding school faculty and the school district responsible in a lawsuit.
10 News reporter Anthony Pura is live at Serra High, and the family's attorney says a meeting with a counselor sent the teenager down a tragic path. Anthony?
Well, it's all outlined in this 48-page lawsuit that was filed in court last week. It all started after their son was told he could not graduate. The family claims negligence in the way that news was delivered. It has been a tough and bitter year for Sebastian Juarez's family.
It's a struggle to wake up and move forward.
Move forward from April 6, 2018.
I dropped him off here at 7:15 in the morning.
Here at Serra High School, that was the last time his father, Benny, saw his son alive. Later that day, the 18-year-old Serra High senior committed suicide.
I always wonder every day, what would he be doing? Where would he be? And what would he look like?
His family believes the reason why Sebastian took his life was because his counselor told him he wasn't going to be able to graduate. That meeting happened 2 days before.
He went from this happy, spunky, loving life child to a very quiet, withdrawn child. He had mentioned to a friend he felt like killing himself because he was just told he wasn't going to graduate.
De Juarez's attorney says it wasn't even true, and there was a way for Sebastian to graduate. They filed a lawsuit this month. It points blame at a counselor and a principal at the high school, as well as the San Diego Unified School District, accusing them of negligence as well as infliction of emotional distress.
What led up to filing the suit is the negligence on the part of the school district and the administration in delivering to Sebastian incorrect information that caused a sea change of events in him that led to his death.
Sebastian was seeing a psychiatrist for a learning disorder, but his family says he did not suffer from any emotional or mental disorders, pointing instead at how the faculty treated their son.
I want to make sure that there's no more young men or women that feel hopeless to the fact where they feel that they can't go on any longer because somebody has taken away their sunshine.
And we did reach out to the parties named in the lawsuit. We have not heard back. The school district says they do not comment on pending litigation. We're reporting live tonight. Anthony Pura, 10 News.
The county does have programs to help prevent suicide. If you or someone you know needs help, the hotline number is 888-724-7240.
I feel like they would not transport children from La Jolla on a bus like that.
That's what some parents are saying after their children were taken to a summer camp in a sheriff's department transport bus. It happened with a police community relations summer camp held by Star Pal. 10 News reporter Travis Rice spoke to the camp's director about why this bus was their only option.
It just doesn't look right.
It's a bus ride full of bad optics, says this mom.
My kid is in a jail bus. What does it look like when she gets off the bus in Del Mar and there's a bunch of blacks and Mexican kids? Driving by, I would be like, whoa, what did they do?
That's one of the reasons why Kimberly Steele is beside herself that her 8-year-old daughter and dozens of other kids were transported to a summer camp event in this sheriff's department inmate transport bus.
She said she had fun at the camp. She said she was tired, and she mentioned herself that the bus was small and it had cages.
Steele says she feels the kids were being stigmatized and that the parents didn't know the free summer camp transportation was going to be this.
I didn't give consent. They never asked us, was it okay to put our children on a bus like that?
What do you say to the person that says, hey, this is a free bus ride, they're trying to save some money?
Thanks, but no thanks. Pretty much. Thanks, but no thanks. If it comes down to a child riding a prison bus to save money, it's not worth it.
We don't host programs in La Jolla or Mira Mesa. We do it in communities where there's services that are needed, and we want to be using the funding that we get to provide opportunities for kids who wouldn't have that opportunity otherwise.
Program Director Claire LeBeau says the free buses from the Sheriff's Department have been used for years and it's never been an issue before, but they are willing to make this as right as their budget will allow.
If that's not working, then it is something that needs to be evaluated, but quite frankly, the funding would have to be a discussion as well because we do so much with so little money.
Travis Rice, 10 News.
Star Pal is a San Diego nonprofit organization which promotes a model of police and community collaboration. It is made up of civilian and law enforcement personnel who mentor underprivileged youth and provide them with free programs, including baseball, soccer, and surf programs. They even take the children shopping around the holidays to buy gifts for themselves and their families.
A new section of the bluffs at Sunset Cliffs has recently collapsed. Now, we're told it happened in the last couple of days. You can see right here the pileup of debris. This is at Lupscomb's Point, right near Hill Street. This is the lookout point just north of the Sunset Cliffs Cave. Despite warning signs, people still frequent the area to watch or photograph the coastal scenery. Officials do recommend avoiding the edges of the cliffs where they are at their weakest.
Well, 2 people are being treated for burns tonight after their boat caught fire on Mission Bay. The cabin cruiser ignited just after 3 o'clock near Dana Landing. The 2 people on board jumped off and they were rescued by lifeguards. The boat was towed to shore where firefighters were able to put out the flames.
I just thought it was just going to be a small fire or someone's going to put it out with the extinguisher. But no, like within 5 minutes, it was just like a big ball of black fire, like smoke.
The cause of the fire is under investigation. Firefighters say the people on the boat were testing it out after having it repaired.
The son of the first sexually violent predator released in San Diego County was in court on charges of his own today. Sean Crocker, the son of Matthew Hedge, was arraigned in El Cajon. He's accused of molesting a 13-year-old girl 6 times in the fall of 2018 near El Cajon.
They are state prison charges. There is the allegation on the complaint that there was substantial sexual conduct, which means he cannot get probation for these offenses.
Court records do show a laundry list of crimes for Crocker, including fraud and burglary charges. This is believed to be his first sex-related offense. Crocker is being held on $1 million bail. If convicted on all charges, he faces up to 18 years in prison.
Neighbors in Linda Vista are getting fed up with ongoing gun violence. Kelly Street has dealt with 3 shootings in 2.5 months. San Diego police have now set up a mobile command center around the corner of Linda Vista Road and Comstock Street as a direct response. The most recent shooting was yesterday at the Kelly Street Park, the other 2 in May and June.
When there's something going on bad in the area, it's always right here by the park.
Just tell them stay inside, keep yourself safe. So that's the best thing we can do.
Police say they're not certain if yesterday's shooting is connected to the previous ones.
More than $150,000 worth of drugs were found hidden in a car at the IA checkpoint in Campo. Last night, the Border Patrol found more than 7 pounds of black tar heroin and more than 6 pounds of fentanyl hidden in the fake car battery. A man and a woman in that car, they were arrested. The woman's child, who was also in the car, was turned over to a family member.
A sea lion has died after washing ashore with a shark bite at Seaside State Beach in Cardiff. 10 News reporter Matt Boone shows us that lifeguards have put up signs warning of an aggressive shark.
Yeah, guys, well, a shark sighting is one thing, but as you mentioned, this shark actually bit the back end of a seal, which washed up on the beach here at Seaside. Since then, lifeguards have posted these signs warning beachgoers and surfers to enter the water at their own risk.
It makes your stomach turn a little bit because they're out there.
Local surfer Eric McHenry saw the signs posted, but says he still felt safe going in the water.
They don't want to eat us. They're looking for something with some more meat on it, a seal. They want that fat.
And that's exactly what happened this morning. This sea lion washed ashore on Seaside Beach after being bitten on her back flippers. Steve Bankin says his daughter was in the water at the time for junior lifeguard camp.
And they called them out of the water, only waist high.
The sea lion was taken to SeaWorld, but veterinarians there say she died due to the severity of her injuries. It's the 6th shark sighting off the coast of San Diego in only the past few weeks. McHenry says he's noticed more sea lions in the water over the past few years, which can attract more sharks.
We've got more seals in the water, And the water's been getting warmer every summer, and it's been attracting more fish, and then the bigger fish are attracted to that.
But if sharing the surf is the price he has to pay, he says he's willing to do it.
We're addicted to surfing, we love it, so we're gonna be out there, you know.
And those signs posted down here south at Seaside, up north to Cardiff Reef, they'll be posted through tomorrow. Reporting at Seaside State Beach, Matt Boone, 10 News.
Some people in Mississippi are returning home today after an ICE raid that arrested roughly 680 undocumented immigrants. ICE agents stormed multiple food processing plants yesterday in the largest single state immigration crackdown in U.S. history. Some of those arrested were parents whose children learned the news after their first day of school.
It's just very heartbreaking, especially to hear a child just crying out for their parents. You know, it's very disturbing. Again, it was unfortunate.
Acting Secretary of Homeland Security Kevin McAleenan said 40% of the people detained in that raid have been released, with parents getting top priority. Those released now have orders to appear before an immigration judge.
A grieving family is demanding answers from the San Diego Sheriff's Department. They say they weren't given a full report when Trayvon Harris was hit and killed by a car back in May. The teenager was struck near San Miguel and Federal Boulevard in Lemon Grove. The family also says the city should have done more to make the street safer.
The city don't soon do something, I'm afraid this will happen again, over and over again. There's so many gaps in the story. They treated my grandson as if he didn't matter.
The Sheriff's Department tells 10 News that they determined the driver was not at fault and Harris stepped out or fell into the street. The family is now working on conducting their own investigation.